What's up? I'm Laura, and today I'm going to talk about how much it costs to buy and convert our 2010 Ford Transit Connect. We bought a 2010 Ford Transit Connect cargo van and converted it into a camper to travel full-time. I'm going to break down all of the van expenses and conversion expenses that enabled us to do this on a budget. So if you're interested in how we made that happen, stick around and I will walk you through it. In this video, we are not going to talk about how much it actually costs us to travel in the van. This is purely focused on the upfront costs of buying the van and all of the costs that went into converting it. Our total budget, including the cost of the van, was $20,000. We wanted to make sure that we had money remaining in our savings to travel full-time. So a lot of pieces came together for us to come up with this number, including a lot of planning and budgeting. So just sitting down and looking at our savings accounts and figuring out what was practical and reasonable for the two of us. Working with an overall budget of $20,000, we decided that it would be reasonable to find and buy a van for about $10,000 and then convert that van for about $10,000. Those were our overall guidelines for our van conversion project. With a budget of $20,000, we kicked off looking for a van. We quickly decided that we wanted a Ford Transit Connect based on the stealthy size and low cost point for these vans. We purchased the van from a Ford dealer, certified pre-owned. It had 59,000 miles on it. Our van qualified for an extended warranty from the Ford dealership. We decided that that would be a good decision for us based on our plans to travel all around the country and put a lot of miles on the vehicle. We figured if anything catastrophic were to come up, if we could have the van towed in for free to a Ford dealer and have that major expense repaired under the cost of this warranty, that it would pay for itself. The sticker price for our van was $9,500, and then the Ford warranty that I mentioned cost us $1,570. And in addition to that, we had just had general taxes, fees, and registration costs, which were $400. So the all-in purchase cost for our van was $11,570. We paid for as much as the dealership would allow us to pay for on credit cards so that we could take advantage of credit card points and cash back. And then we paid for the rest in cash, which means when we left the Ford lot, we owned the van outright. We think they might make a video about the warranty just because it's kind of worked for us, but it's also failed us a few times. So if you're interested in that, let us know and maybe we'll do a video on our extended Ford warranty. With a budget of $20,000, we spent $11,570 on our van. That left us with $8,430 to spend on the conversion. We planned to do the conversion ourselves, so we thought that we could probably pull it off in under $8,000. I'm gonna break the conversion costs down into 4 categories: build materials, electricity, exterior, and interior costs. I'll walk through each of the components and every dollar spent in those 4 categories to give you a sense of how our van conversion went down. I'm not gonna show you all of those components in this video. If you watch our van build video or one of our van tours, you will probably recognize a lot of the costs that I'm about to walk through. Looking at the build materials that went into our van, we spent $1,084 on hardware, tools, and lumber. This is any of the wood that you see in our van and tools we had to buy, bolts, nuts, and things like that. Those costs added up quickly. For the first few months that we were converting our van, we were living in Chicago and we had limited tools and space. Eventually, we left Chicago to finish converting the van at my parents' house in Pennsylvania, where we had a lot more space, a lot more tools, and access to my dad's garage workshop. We were able to use a lot of upcycled lumber from my parents' recent home renovation projects. And also while we were in Pittsburgh, we didn't have to rent any more tools and we had a chop saw. We had a chop saw! We were also able to save a bit of money on build materials by purchasing gift cards for Home Depot at our local grocery store, Giant Eagle. Spending money on those gift cards at Giant Eagle gave us points back or a discount on gas. So we did save money by doing that, but kind of in a roundabout way. This might not apply directly to you, but it's just an example of one way that we were able to be really strategic about every dollar that we were spending. When you're working on a project with a $20,000 budget, every dollar that you save counts. We purchased sound deadening to soundproof the van, and that was $136. We also had to rent a jigsaw to install our fan before we had one of our own, and that was $60. The overall cost for build materials that we needed to convert our van was $1,336. Moving on to the cost of our electrical system for the van. Everything that we purchased for the interior of our van, we hoped we could be able to take out and use elsewhere. So we opted not to wire a full solar electric system into our van. That's why we purchased a Goal Zero solar generator and solar panel. We can take those out of the van and use them elsewhere anytime. Opting to buy the Goal Zero solar generator meant that we didn't really have to spend any time learning electrical engineering. Goal Zero solar generator, $896. Goal Zero solar panel, $196. Goal Zero 12-volt charger, $44. Total, $1,136. The 12-volt charging cable enables us to charge the Goal Zero generator off of our car when we are driving, and that means if it's not a sunny day or if we haven't had time to put up our solar panel, we can still charge our generator. We purchased all of our Goal Zero components during an annual sale, so they were discounted by about 20%. This enabled us to save over $200 on our electrical setup. So just being strategic about when we made this purchase was a huge savings in our overall cost of conversion. We don't have any regrets about these costs because it was very simple and enabled us to have this modular solar system that we can use anywhere else. It doesn't have to stay in our van. Taking a look at our exterior costs. Roof rack bars, $346. Fan, $248. ARB touring awning, $194. Rolla cargo rack, $174. Tarp, net, and bungee cords, $49. Storage containers, $16. Doorstep, $15. Total, $1,042. Definitely check out our exterior tour. It walks through all of our exterior components and how they fit together to make our setup exactly how we wanted it. Moving on to our interior costs. Camping equipment, $492. Kitchen, tools, and appliances, $343. Mattress and topper, $258. Storage bins and bedding, $232. Yeti cooler, $187. WeatherTech mats, $111. Curtains, $76. Mosquito nets, $74. Lighting, $16. Magnets, $14. Total cost, $1,803. The camping category covers expenses like our folding chairs, tables, hammock, gravity filter, and other camping essentials that we didn't previously own. That is it on our conversion costs. Our conversion cost us all in $5,317. So the moment we have been working towards this whole time is here, our total cost of our van purchase and conversion. With a van purchase expense of $11,570 and build expenses of $5,317, our total cost for our 2010 Ford Transit Connect tiny van conversion was $16,887. That means we purchased and converted our van $3,113 under our $20,000 budget. Thank you for sticking with me through this financial overview of our van conversion. I hope this provides a level of detail that is helpful for you, or if this just feeds your curiosity, that is totally cool too. If you liked learning about the cost of our van, give this video a 2 thumbs up, or 1. There's no 2. Give this video a thumbs up, and definitely subscribe to our channel because we'll be putting out more videos over the coming weeks. Also, always leave a comment if you're looking for specific information from or about us. We'll be happy to respond. Thank you so much. Bye.